Hey guys, my name is Allison and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I have been wanting to film a bookshelf tour for the longest time and I've been putting it off because I thought I should wait until closer to the end of 2020 to film one, so then that way I can do one kind of on a yearly basis, so you guys can see and I can see how much my bookshelves have changed in like 12 months. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my camera up pretty close to my bookshelves and then I'll just have to move it down every time I need to talk about a different section, and you won't see my face, you'll just see my books until the end of the video. And then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to pull each book out and show it to you. I'm going to like pull the spine out so you can kind of like, so you know what book I'm talking about in the first place, and then I am going to try to remember if it's a special edition, where I got it from, and then you will, I don't know basically how much I love special edition books. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera set up to face my bookshelves, and I will talk to you in just a minute. Alright, so the first things I have is, this is like my TBR cart. So these are all of the unread books that I have so far. This is The Girl in the Stars by Mark Lawrence, and this is the UK hardcover. This is The Betrayals and the Binding by Bridget Collins, and this is just the UK hardcover, and then this is the Waterstones exclusive. It has pink sprayed edges. It's really pretty under the dust jacket. This one is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, and it is the Fairy Loot exclusive. This is Dune by Frank Herbert, and it is the collector's edition. I picked this up at an indie bookstore in a town near where I live. So it's not a special edition. Well, I guess it's a special edition since it's a collector's edition, but it has like turquoise sprayed edges, and then there's art on the reverse of the dust jacket. This is Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse, and it is just a regular US hardcover. These are just some art prints that I have tucked in here. This is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and I probably said that wrong, but it's just a regular US hardcover. This is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini, and it is also a US hardcover. This is A Time of Dread by John Gwynne, and this is the UK hardcover. This is the Left-Handed Booksellers of London by Garth Nix, and it is the Waterstones exclusive, and it has pretty yellow sprayed edges. And then this is the hardcover of The Hunter and the Mage by Caitlin Davis, and it's a copy I got from Barnes & Noble. The next row on my bookshelf, or my TBR cart, this is the last set of books on this cart. This is one of the secret books from Fairy Loot. It is just like a hidden book. It looks like a book, but it has space on the inside of it to store things. I keep art prints in it. This is These Violent Delights by Chloe, I can't remember the author's name, but and it is the Fairy Loot exclusive edition. This is Foundryside and Shorefall by Robert Jackson Bennett, and these are both US hardcovers. This is The Summer Garden by Paulina Simons, and it's just a US paperback. This is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Renee Brown, and it is just a regular US hardcover. This is Master of One by a couple. What are their names? Danny and I can't remember, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to say it wrong. So I just literally got this today, and it is Fairy Loot exclusive. And then the last book right here is Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin, and it is literally just a regular US hardcover. The next books on my shelf are my illustrated editions of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which I just got for Christmas, and those are all just US hardcovers. This one is the UK edition of A History of Magic, and then this book under here is The Case of Beasts, which is like a movie companion for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The next shelf is, so those other ones were on the top, those Harry Potter illustrators were on the top of my bookshelves, and then this is like the top row of my bookshelves. So the first book is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, and then its sequel, A Heart So Fierce and Broken, and these are both Fairy Loot exclusives. You can't tell what they are because the spine is holographic, but this is what they look like. And then next is my UK hardcovers, the new editions of the Harry Potter books. So we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And I bought all of these off Book Depository. So first on this shelf is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and then the sequel, The Mime Order, and then the song Rising. And next I have the Illumicrate exclusives of Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares. I have the US hardcovers of Skyward and Starsight, the collector's edition of Throne of Glass, the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Kingdom of Ash, the Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then another copy of the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Kingdom of Ash, and then I have the Owl Crate exclusive edition of Sorcery of Thorns. On this shelf I have the UK hardcover of Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Aragon. I have a regular edition of Aragon. And I have a copy of Eldest, and a copy of Brissinger. I also have a copy of Inheritance. You just can't see it because it's, I haven't gotten, these are dust jackets that I got from Fae Crate a few weeks ago, and this is the Aragon cover. I just haven't bought another copy of Inheritance to put this jacket on, so like, this is my original copy of Inheritance. You just can't see the original cover. And then this is Eldest, and then Brissinger, and then my original copy of Inheritance, and eventually I will get another copy to put this jacket on, and then that will move back down here. And at the end of this shelf we have Lumine, Gemina, and Obsidio, and these are all just regular US hardcovers. And then we have Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron, which is another US hardcover. And then this is another, it's like a book tin from Illumicrate, and it is from their Daughter of Smoke and Bone box that they did this year. Okay, the last part of this top row has the Illumicrate exclusives of Nevernight and God's Grave, and then the Waterstones exclusive of Dark Dawn. And then I have the UK hardcovers of Kingdom of Copper and the Empire of Gold, and I am now on a lifelong search for a UK hardcover of The City of Brass. And then I have this Barnes & Noble edition of the Iliad and the Odyssey. And then I just have some book sleeves right here. These are the only book sleeves I own, and I just store them on here because it's just easiest. Alright, the next row is this is my husband's shelf. So this is Carve the Mark and the Fates Divide by Veronica Roth, and The Chosen Ones also by Veronica Roth. These are just US hardcovers, and this is a Fairy Loot exclusive. This is The Last Wish, which is the first Witcher book, and it is a Illumicrate exclusive. And then we have A Little Hatred and The Trouble with Peace by Joe Abercrombie. And these are just regular US hardcovers. And then we have a Skyrim game guide and then a Red Dead Redemption 2 game guide. These bookends came in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone box that Illumicrate did, and I really love them. They're metal. So we have Shadow of the Fox and Soul of the Sword by Julie Kagawa, and those are just regular US hardcovers. And then we have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, regular hardcovers. And then here is the Daughter of Smoke and Bone special edition that Illumicrate did. I'm still waiting on Days of Blood and Starlight and Dreams of Gods and Monsters. And then I have the US hardcovers of Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares. I have The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Davis. I have Heart of Flames and Crown of Feathers by Nikki Palpreto, and those are both Owlcrate exclusives. I think you can still get Heart of Flames on their website. Not that you guys can see that. Okay, there you go. So, Crown of Feathers and Heart of Flames by Nikki Palpreto and Owlcrate exclusives. And then we have Enchante by Gita Trelease, which has had a name change, and I think it's called All That Glitters now or something like that. And that is a LitJoy Crate exclusive. And then we have The Court of Miracles by Kester Grant, which is a Waterstones exclusive, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So first you're going to see my Red Rising collection. So these three are just US hardcovers. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Red Rising. And then we have Iron Gold and Dark Age, which are, I think this is a regular US hardcover, and I think this one is just signed. But it is a regular US hardcover. And then I have Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star, and this is the Fairy Loot special edition set that they did. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I love them. So these are the UK hardcovers of Skyward and Starsight. This is the Waterstones exclusive of House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, and it has red sprayed edges. These are my US hardcovers of A Court of Thorns and Roses, my collector's edition of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then my regular US edition of House of Earth and Blood. Angel Mage by Garth Nix. This is a LitJoy Crate exclusive. Escaping 11 by Jerry Chisholm, which I am reading right now and I'm really enjoying. Star Daughter by Shweta Thakkar, I think that's how you say her name. This is the Owlcrate exclusive, and it's absolutely stunning. Bonecryer's Moon. This is the Fairy Loot exclusive, and it has light green shimmery edges. Aurora Rising and Aurora Burning. These are just regular US hardcovers. I have Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw, and I think this is the LitJoy Crate exclusive edition. And then we have Serpent and Dove, which is literally a regular US hardcover. And then my Mina Lima edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is also a very gorgeous book, and I can't wait for the rest of the series to come out so they all match. So the rest of this video is going to get a little bit shaky because I have to actually hold my camera because my tripod doesn't go low enough. So like, here's the floor and here's my bottom row of books. So on this shelf I have The Two Towers and The Fellowship of the Ring out of order for some reason. I have The Sight. Oh, and okay, Heimdall, thank you. That was my cat. Thank you, Heimdall, for that. I have The Sight by David Clement Davies, and Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. I also have a copy of The Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis, and here he comes again. Okay, get out of the way. You're black. You, like, black out the entire screen. Okay, and then I have Sabriel, Lyriel, Abhorsen, and Clariel, all by Garth Nix, and that is the Oath Kingdom series, and I absolutely love it and can't wait to reread it this year, or next year I should say. On this shelf I have the Lux series by Anna Godberson. I have the Lux, Rumors, Envy, and Splendor. I have the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter. And then I have the Gemma Doyle trilogy by Leva Bray. So it's, excuse me, A Great and Terrible Beauty, Rebel Angels, and The Sweet Far Thing. And then I have Life Like and Deviate by J. Kristoff. I have The Wren Hunt by Mary Watson. I think that's, is it Mary or Margaret? It's Mary. So it's Mary Watson, and this is a LitJoy Crate exclusive. All the rest of these are just regular US hardcovers. And here comes Heimdall again. Okay, he apparently likes to be on camera. I did not know this about him. Alright, next I have Firebringer by David Clement Davies, and then The Wicked Deep, and it looks funny because I took the dust jacket off of it and threw it away because the hardcover is too pretty to cover up. And those are just regular editions. So next, you can't really read the titles very well, but it is my Anne of Green Gables series, and these are the source books editions, and they're just paperbacks, but they're stinking gorgeous. So we have Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of the Island. Allison should not free film. I prefer to have my phone or camera on a tripod because it's not this bouncy. Anne of Windy Pulpers. So if you can't stand watching this part and you want to shut the video off, I'm totally okay with that because I can't stand the video like that moves around a lot. We have Anne's House of Dreams. It gives me motion sickness, which is really dumb, but it's a thing, and I'm sorry if I'm giving you motion sickness right now. And Anne of Ingleside. Next on my shelves are The Passage, The 12, and The City of Mirrors by Justin Cronin, and that is a trilogy, and it is I want to say, a adult sci-fi trilogy. I really like it. And next we have Labyrinth, Sepulchre, and Citadel by Kate Moss. That is a trilogy also. It's the Languedoc trilogy. And then we have The Burning Chambers by her, which is the first book in another trilogy. We have Sweet Francaise, which is a book written during World War II. That was never completed. The woman that was writing it was killed in a concentration camp. And then the story was discovered like 40 years later or something like that. Next we have Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand, which is one of my favorite books. And then we have The Lost Book of the Grail by Charlie Levitt, The Perfect Horse by Elizabeth Letts, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront, and that is a Paper Mill Press copy. Oh, I forgot to say that The Burning Chambers is a UK hardcover. Everything else is a US edition. And then we have, so this set of books right here is a series that was written by a author that is local to where I live. She wrote it about her aunt who raised her because her parents died or something. It's been a very long time since I read these books, and they're set in like the 1800s or something, or the 1900s, maybe the early 1900s. It's got to be the early 1900s. She wouldn't have been alive that long. So she grew up in the 1900s, like the early 1900s, and I did have the chance to meet her, and it was pretty cool to talk to her. And she was like really old when I was young, so I don't think she lived very long past when I met her, but I have always treasured this set of books because it's a piece of local history and I really enjoy reading them. Next we have The Bronze Horseman and Tatiana and Alexander by Paulina Simons, and these are the first two books in the Bronze Horseman trilogy, and they are historical fiction. This is my historical fiction shelf, if you can't tell. And then we have a copy of All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, and I really like that book as well. It is World War II fiction. And then we have, this one is Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi, and that is probably my absolute favorite historical fiction book I have ever read. It is very good. If you like historical fiction, I really recommend that one. You can tell I put all of the books down on the bottom that I don't like read a lot or reach for. So I have a couple of Downton Abbey books. One is A Year in the Life of Downton Abbey, and then the other one is The World of Downton Abbey, and I really liked that series, and I'm a sucker for anything historical fiction or anything that's about history, and I like learning about how people lived back then, so those were really fun to read. And then I have a couple of Tahara Mafi books. I have Furthermore and Witchwood, which is a duology, and it is middle grade, but I absolutely love these books so much, and I can't wait till my boys are big enough to be able to read them too, because I think they're really, really good. And then I have Amber and Dusk and Diamond and Dawn by Lyra Celine, and this is another duology that I really, really enjoyed, and I wish more people would read because I think they're very, very good for debut work. And then next we have an Atlas of Tolkien, which is literally a book that it's just got like maps and drawings and illustrations in it, and it talks about different places in the world of the Lord of the Rings. And then I have these Puffin and Bloom editions of Little Women and Anne of Green Gables. The reason they're down here is because they just like don't fit anywhere else on my bookshelves, and they're really, really pretty, and I really like them. So that is the rest of the books on my shelves. So that is it for my bookshelf tour. I apologize for the end of that video, like the bottom row, because I had to hold my camera in my hands instead of leaving it on the tripod, because my tripod literally does not go down to the ground, and I wanted to be able to get those on the video, so it's a little bit shaky. If you can handle it, that's great. I really don't like watching videos that are shaky like that because they give me motion sickness, but if you can handle it, thumbs up to you, because I definitely cannot. Let's see, was there anything else? I do have another shelf that has some books on it, but it's just the UK paperback editions of the Court of Thorns and Roses series, so it's really not like worth me dragging my camera into my bedroom for, because that's where they're at. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop talking. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in another one. Bye!